Okay, so now that we have finished our pre-write, it's time to model the plan. And I let kids know at this point that we've already tackled one of the more time-consuming parts of the writing process. Going through and reading the sources and taking notes takes a long time. So I let them know once you get to the pre-write, you're in a pretty good spot. So going from pre-write to plan is not very difficult. You just are adding a few things. So I already have basically in my pre-write my supporting details, survival skills, appearance, and ways of life to support my topic. And I already have basically my main reds, my main examples. And so what I do with the kids is I tell them we've already gone over the generic version of a plan, and now it's time to go ahead and apply specific information from our informative topic here. So if you go ahead and start with the introduction. And so I let them know that in the plan for informative writing, we always start with an NVF. And again, they practiced this for a couple weeks, so they should be pretty familiar with it. Next, in the introductory paragraph, is the topic. And again, they can take that right from their pre-write, how Neanderthals developed. And then the third part of their writing plan is called the projected plan. And the projected plan is not very difficult because that is just your yellows or your supporting details from your pre-write. So we already have our topic sentence basically and our three parts that go into projected plan. So all they have to do really is come up with an NVF. Then for the supporting details and the examples and evidence, they already have that on their pre-write as well. So going from pre-write to plan is not very time consuming, and I let them know that. And the only thing that I want to include, you'll notice over here, if you remember back in the notes, I had the notes sorted into sources, and I had identified which paragraph and source each note came from. And I'll go ahead and do that too in my plan. Again, just to make it easier to go back and cite my sources if I do decide to quote information directly from the text. Okay, so we have our three parts of our introductory paragraph. We have our three main paragraphs with our evidence, and then conclusion. And again, for the plan, we're not looking for complete sentences. It's Tarzan talk. We just want to have kind of an overall structure of what our writing is going to look like. And that is it. After pre-write and plan, we will get into how to take the plan into sentences.